Okay, guys, this is going to be my review for the movie Birdman. I love Birdman. It was so original, so unique, so different from anything else because it not really fits into one genre. It doesn't really fit into one category where it's funny, but it's also you got romance and drama and kind of meta in a way. And kind of obviously in the dream sequences or up to your interpretation. Is he really have superpowers? Is he not? So kind of superhero stuff thrown in, but mainly in a meta sense. And I think what I love about this film is it's just so original. I think this idea of obviously as a film fan, it's interesting seeing kind of the industry from a different perspective of kind of like of someone who used to be something big and dealing with the idea of irrelevance and dealing with the idea of fame and the idea of having so much fame and then losing it, but yet this idea of Broadway and kind of the ins and outs of actors and directors and trying to produce your own play and critics. And so it tackles everything that a great film about films do, where it feels kind of interesting in that way, where it's dealing with the art of kind of theater and all that stuff and actors and the relationship between fellow actors and directors and production of making a play, but at the same time it's about the struggle of fame, and hidden within it's about this kind of meta in a meta crazy way about like his alter ego Birdman, and at the end of the day this idea of kind of saying like they all just like superhero stuff, and it's kind of interesting that way, and the idea of it being edited to be one long shot, it just adds extra value. It's the detail to this film adds to it. The details of that idea of it being almost like one long shot, and then obviously the kind of up to your interpretation. Does he have superpowers? Is it in his head? And it's just kind of interesting to see all that. And of course, the performances are great with an all-star cast. This was just so fun to watch because it's just like every moment felt needed. Every moment felt earned. Every moment felt necessary. Were some films that are good, some films that are even good, sometimes lose value because they keep adding stuff that are irrelevant to the plot. But when I watch a film like this, every second feels necessary. Every plot point adds value. Every scene adds value. And every time you think where the story is going, it changes. Every time you think you know what Regan Thompson's going to do next, he changes. And I think it's just so fascinating in that sense. And it's also fascinating is I heard some people saying like he got killed, he died on Broadway, and then that from the hospital stuff is in his head. And again, there's so many different theories, and I think I love films that kind of lead you thinking, and that kind of thought provoking ending of the film where it's like, what happened? It adds value, and I think overall it made me really enjoy the film even more. So anyways, I really, really like this film. Anyway, stay tuned for videos coming at you.